friends, and welcome to Spicy Smin, and I'm going to tell you a few stories today, some of my top what the fuck stories. You know, if you've ever had one of those moments where you've literally just been like,
what the f***?
It's either something, kind of crazy. Yay! So my first story is about me and my ex. And basically, he had a friend who lived in Nottingham. I didn't know this guy very well, but my ex knew him pretty well. I think they were in a band together. So we were travelled up to visit this guy a few times. He seemed nice enough. He had a new girlfriend. I think that was the reason why we went up to visit him in the first place. And, a nice little flat in Nottingham. All was peachy. Seriously, I didn't get any weird vibes off this guy. So one time we went up to visit him. Him and his girlfriend were staying in a hotel. So normally we would sleep in the van, but he was like, hey, guys, we're not going to be here this evening. Why don't you go and stay in our bed? Okay then, that's very trustworthy of you. A lot of people are weird about letting people they don't know very well sleep in their bed, and I'd respect that, so I was appreciative. I was looking forward to not having to sleep on a mattress in the back of a van. So yay, actual bed. So we went out for a few drinks with his friends. I think it was his birthday. I think that's why we were visiting, maybe. So a few drinks down the line, him and his girlfriend decide they're going to go back to their hotel. And me and my ex were like, yeah, cool, we'll call it a night. We went back to his and we chilled with his flatmate for a little bit. And then, inevitably went to bed. It was fine. We left the next day before they came back. Nothing weird about the situation at all. Until like 3 or 4 weeks later, my ex randomly gets a text message from this guy, a pissy text message, having a go at him. And when my ex told me, I legitimately did not understand what it was that we were supposed to have done. He basically had texted my ex, having a go at him, saying that his girlfriend, not me, his friend's girlfriend, had brought it to his attention that we had taken filth pictures in his bed. And those are the words he used. He used the words filth pictures. Now, I am assuming he meant by this dirty, sexy pictures that you would only share with your partner, not that we got a bucket of filth, tipped it on his bed, and took a picture of it.
Two to the one to the three. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe.
I've never heard anyone to refer to dirty pictures as filth pictures before, which is kind of the weirdness beginning in this situation. But also, like, what happened next was just what led me to the what the fuck. I sort of said, well, that's stupid, that's preposterous, we didn't do that. How has he even come to this conclusion? Like, where is he even getting this? Has he got the pictures? I asked my boyfriend at the time to just ask him where he got this from, and he continued to argue with him and continued to kind of be weird about it. It was really strange. The whole situation just seemed a little fabricated. He didn't seem to have any evidence, and when I asked him, do you have these pictures? He was like, no. I was like, well, does your girlfriend have these pictures? Wouldn't entertain the idea. But he was just insistent, and was really using it as a go to fall out with my ex, basically, and to make us both sound like dirty perverts. A lot of people I know take dirty pictures for their boyfriends or girlfriends. As far as I'm aware, there's a lot of people who share such intimate pictures with total strangers over the internet. It's not the weirdest thing for anyone to have ever done it, and he was making it sound like we were perverts for doing it. even though we didn't. I could understand why you might be a little bit pissed off if someone did this in your bed and it was obviously in your room and people knew it was in your room and you shared these photos with the public, which by the way is the weirdest thing I've ever been accused of doing that I haven't done. It wasn't so much the actual thing that I was being accused of that annoyed me, it was the fact that I didn't do it and he knew I didn't do it and he knew that my ex didn't do it and he was just basically being a knob about it. And it does transpire that it was his girlfriend who accused us of this and she was just being a knob as well. So I texted him and was like, dude, what the fuck? Why are you doing this? And he basically just responded in the most childish way. I wish I still had the text messages so that I could actually read them out, but there might be a slight invasion of privacy. I don't know. He basically had a massive go at me, and I was made out to be my ex was made out to be a pervert and I was made out to be a slut. It was literally the weirdest what the fuck argument I have ever gotten into someone, and this is why it makes the list of what the fuck. How else do you respond to something like that other than what?
I forgot that you were a cunt. Sorry.
That's number 3, what the fuck moment. You ever just, been stood at the side of the road and stepped out in front of a car for no reason? Yeah. Well, this brings me on to what the fuck moment number 2. So I'm driving down this relatively busy road that's near my house, and I've got my friend in the car, and as I'm going down this road, I see 3 men, like, just kind of stood at the side. Imagine this road is kind of like a dual carriageway, so it's a pretty busy road, it's just in our city centre. And it has, like, the fences all the way along the side of the road to stop the pedestrians like accidentally wandering astray into traffic, like pedestrians do, if that fence wasn't there. The general public is that stupid. So I'm driving down this road and I see these 3 blokes up ahead of me, and all 3 of them are looking down the road towards my car. My car is bright red. You can see my car coming a mile off. And it's only a little car as well. There weren't really any cars in front of me or behind me or in the close vicinity, thankfully. And as I get closer to these 3 guys, I sort of notice them and I think, oh, pedestrians. Like you do when you're driving, you notice pedestrians that look like they're about to cross. They're lined up like they're about to cross the road. And as I got closer to them, one of them put their foot out a little bit and I was like, okay. Is he going to cross? Is he crossing the road? Is he waiting until after my car goes past, is what I was thinking. Oh no. As I approach these 3 blokes, all 3 of them step out in front of my car. And I'm not saying like they step out 10 meters, 5 meters in front of my car. They literally stepped out in front of my car. I had to swerve onto the other side of the road to avoid hitting them. I stood with my friend and I'm like,
what the fuck, Richard?
Like, if I'd hit them, they would have really damaged my car. These were like 3 beefy blokes in a row. I would have probably hurt them quite badly, but I would have also very damaged my little Citroen C1 eco car. I know that's really bad for that to be the thing that I was concerned about, but these guys walked out in front of my car. Not even walked out, waited for my car to get to them and then stepped out in front of it. It made me think about how stupid some of the people in Lincoln are. It looked like they planned it. It looked like they were like, right, here is a car, let's step out in front of it. Anyway, here is my cat. Oh, she's so cute. Down there, Ruby. So since Ruby is here, we will talk about what the fuck moment number 3. Now this one is really weird, and it's actually it's not one I fully witnessed, so I'm going to retell this story. I witnessed it slightly. You'll understand as I tell the story. So I have a cat, in case you hadn't already noticed. I think she's made a slight unwelcome appearance in some of my videos. So where our flat is there's like a hallway, a passageway sort of going down the side of our flat between 2 houses. You know how like people get access to their gardens. And I was sat in the front room one evening and I could just hear meowing like really loud, like it was in the room with me, and it sounded like more than one cat. I kind of just thought that it was my cat in the hall or at the front door asking to come in. You know how cats are like, I'm going to go outside and then I'm going to come back in, and then I'm going to go outside and then I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to meow endlessly because, you know, that's how they roll. And so I was watching TV and I just ignored it. I couldn't find the source of the meowing and I just went to bed. The next night this happened again and I could hear the meowing again. And I was just like, I don't know what that is. It's a cat somewhere. A cat somewhere that's meowing. And my partner heard it as well and mentioned it as well. And so I went to bed early, and the next day he told me this story that was a little bit, well, what the fuck? He said that he heard the meowing in the front room, and it was really late at night. It was something like 1, 2 in the morning. And he was sat in the front room and he could hear this meowing, and it was multiple meowings. He was like, where is that meowing coming from? And he could, you know how you recognize your own cat's meow after a while? I'm pretty sure he said he recognized Ruby's meow. So he went into the kitchen and sort of went out the back door, and in the hallway there was 5 cats in this hallway. Hello, Ruby. 5. Just chilling in the passageway between the 2 houses. Just hanging out at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, cats are pretty territorial, so I'm pretty sure that's unusual behaviour for a cat. But to have like 5 of the neighbourhood cats, it's like they were having a fucking meeting or something. And just in the hallway. When he told me about this the next day, I was a little bit like, what? That's really weird. If you own cats, you will understand how weird this is for cats to just congregate. I like to think that they were having some sort of neighbourhood meeting, like they're part of the neighbourhood watch. Like they've got some sort of secret society going on. There's some sort of intelligence that they have that we don't know about. Isn't that right, Ruby? You're smart. Yeah. So yeah, that was just some of the what the fuck moments I've encountered in recent history. I just wanted to share those with you. I thought they were quite amusing stories, and I guess I wanted to see if anyone else had experienced something similar. Not necessarily the filth pictures story, just like I kind of want to know what my cat's up to. Kind of want to know if there is a secret society of cats, and I want to know if I can join it. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about in this video is I want to do a little shout out to one of my friends. My mate Jack commissioned a picture for me for Christmas. I'll show you. And I just wanted to give a shout out to the artist. I'm going to post all of her details down below. But I absolutely love this. It's hanging in my front room. But see if I can get a good picture of it. So basically this is me as a fox, which is ace. Like, they even got the piercings and the blue hair. It's great. I'm loving this. I'm loving this so much. So I got a lot of cool stuff for Christmas, but that was just one thing that I wanted to just give a shout out to. I'll post all of their details in the description down below. Please do check it out because there's some amazing artwork on there. And yeah, I'll see you next time.
Cheese on toast. Toast on cheese on cheese on toast. Cheese on toast. Toast on cheese on toast. These chords are recycled and this melody is stolen from the shop down the road. But we'd much rather steal from Tesco.